Hey everybody, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to get a job in the commercial fishing industry. This doesn't go across the board, like I haven't fished in other places in the world, but I would say for the most part in the Alaska fishing industry or West Coast, East Coast, this is probably very similar for this time period of how to get a job in the commercial fishing industry, if that's what you're interested in. So there's really two of the best ways. There's a traditional way, which is just called walking the docks or word of mouth. But walking the docks is exactly what it sounds like. You go out there, you go to a harbor. If you have one near you, great. If you got to travel, it's a risk, but a lot of people used to do it, and some people still do. But you go walk the docks. You go walking up and down the docks. You see a commercial fishing boat. You ask if you can speak to the captain and see if you can get a job. So yeah, it can be difficult sometimes, definitely, but the more modern way and the way most people do these days is through like a Facebook or a forum. I don't know, I haven't done the whole Reddit thing or anything like that, but Facebook is the #1 way I know people looking for jobs in the commercial fishing industry, especially Alaska. But there's all sorts of them. I mean, if you're interested in Bristol Bay fishing, there's Bristol Bay AK Jobs and Rumors. That's one page, and just all sorts of different places you can get on there. West Coast Fisherman, different things. Alaska Jobs. There's different places you can go, and of course there's word of mouth. I mean, if you know someone who has gone commercial fishing or has done something, and you can ask them to help get you on a boat. That's what a lot of people do. But myself, I kind of shy away from doing that, especially when it comes to friends and stuff. If friends ask me to try and get them a job on another boat, I don't do it anymore because I've kind of got burnt a little bit suggesting that in the past, because you can have a good friend, but they're not ready to be a commercial fisherman, and you're kind of sticking your neck out for that person in an industry that is pretty demanding, and you can really screw over a captain and the rest of the crew by quitting mid-season. So you want to be careful who you recommend, who you suggest. I shy away from doing that anymore, but as I am on this channel, I just want to try and help people interested in the marine industry, commercial fishing industry, just what we do. I want to help facilitate any questions and help anybody trying to get into this industry, because it's really difficult as a crew member. Not always. There's some people or some places where you can get on a lot easier. I'm sure on the East Coast, you want to go lobster fishing or you want to go tuna fishing, same principles. Find a Facebook forum or something, get on there and try and give a little bio and shoot your shot, see if you can get a job, or go walk the docks, go boat to boat, and keep doing it till you find one that'll take you. And then from that point, it's up to you to prove that you are worth keeping on that boat. That can be a very difficult thing to do, especially new crew members get, frankly, bullied, depending on how many crew members are on there, but you always get the greenhorn hazing. It happens. I've grown up in the fishing industry, grown up on fishing boats, and I was hazed plenty as a child, growing up with siblings and stuff, but when I got older and stuff, I was always the seasoned crew member. So fortunately for me, I got to be the hazer instead of the person getting hazed. So although my brothers made sure I had plenty of that as a young kid. So yeah, that's my best suggestion for trying to get a job in the commercial fishing industry. And just be honest with yourself, be honest with the captain and the crew. And if you get seasick or you get car sick, let them know. I mean, it's not fair to them or to you to go out there. Some people, like myself, I get seasick still. I run my own boat now, and I don't get seasick as often, but every once in a while I do get seasick, and you basically just gotta push through it. You either just feel miserable and just keep pushing, or you throw up, and that's just your life for a little bit till the seas calm down or whatever, you get back on land. It's just kind of a suck it up scenario. But be honest with that kind of stuff, and be honest with yourself more than anything, like what you think you can handle. If you can handle just being treated like crap initially, but after a little bit, you prove yourself, you learn the respect of a good crew. And there's always the bummer scenarios where you end up on a boat that just has a crappy captain, crappy crew. It's a difficult thing to deal with, and the best thing you can do is suck it up, get through that trip unless you think your life is in danger, and don't screw over, because once you get known as someone who jumps ship, bails, and try and get a job on another boat, but if you're a crew member who's kind of ditched a whole crew and cost everybody a ton of money, they might not want to hire you. So that's something to consider in all of this. And I'll have a video out on, I'm going to be doing a series of videos here just on multiple different things, but on how to pick a good boat, my recommendations for when you're a crew member searching for a good boat to fish on, if you have options. You don't always have options, and you got to go with what you got to go with. It was on tips and tricks of getting yourself ready to be the perfect crew member for your captain, and kind of some things that make you stand out to where it makes it worthwhile to not only possibly pay you more, like my other video here explains how percentage system works, getting paid on boat, but how you can work your way up in that pay scale, and also have a captain that wants to bring you back and a crew that wants to bring you back, so that you become valuable enough to either someday become the deck boss. Or a lot of guys, they work their way up. They're a crew member for lots of years. I mean, I've crewed for my dad 10 years in Bristol Bay. I've crewed for him seining. I've crewed all over the state for him. And I've just, in the last few years, gotten my own fishing operation. So take that time to, as much as you might get kind of bullied or hate life certain times of it, take that knowledge and everything. If you really want to become your own captain or commercial fisherman, or you just like the idea of seasonal work, take that time on the boat to kind of analyze what you can do to make this whole operation move smoother and move better, so that you can make more money, the boat can make more money, and that you become a valuable member of the team, versus just kind of plodding along and planning to be on a different boat the next year. And some people are that way, and everybody's got to have a new greenhorn on every boat. But definitely the best operations I've witnessed and I've been a part of have been either family operations like my family, or just people who treat their crew well, pay their crew well, and are able to put together a team, just like any business, of people who function well together. So just self-evaluate, be honest when you go try and walk the docks. If you don't have any experience, just say you don't have any experience, but just be like, hey, I'm a hard worker and I'm willing to go out and go prove yourself. Even if you get seasick and you feel miserable, or you feel like you didn't do a good job, you might impress them just on the fact if you're a hard worker. My dad's always told me that. He's like, if you ever need to get a job on a fishing boat, he's like, just get yourself on the boat, and then there's never been a captain that would fire a hard worker. So that's my suggestion for how to get a fishing job, kind of, is just get on Facebook, put yourself out there, see what happens. If you know a friend that's in it, you can reach out that way, see if there's any boats, see if your friend can get you on his boat, whatever it is, and just give it a shot. Or go walk the docks. That definitely, this day and age, shows a lot of initiative. I'm impressed by anyone who goes and talks to people in person anymore and asks for a job. You just don't see it anymore, especially within my age group of people. So stuff like that will impress captains. And just give it your best shot. And like I said, I'll be putting out other videos here shortly of just other tips and tricks of being on the boat, certain knots, certain things that you should know, and would help make you stand out on a fishing vessel. And of course, be open to, don't go into it thinking you know everything, even if you've watched one of my videos or watched another something and know how to tie some knots. All boats don't do things certain ways. Some people have knots I've never even heard of and never even tried, and I learn things all the time within different fishing industries from different people. So be open to that kind of stuff. Don't go in there thinking, oh, I know everything because I know how to do a bowline and a clove hitch and a few of the basics, which in my experience, if you know how to do a bowline and a clove hitch, those will get you by most of the time, but there's some other stuff. So anyways, get out there, give it a shot, and hope you tune in for the next videos on just, how to become a commercial fisherman, specifically in Alaska, but kind of goes worldwide as far as the marine industry is. So catch you next time. And as always, don't eat farm fish.